Alola Pokemon trainers!
We are about to do a Pokemoncy pack opening for the Mega Evolutions.
Woo! If you are a returning person to the Spiritual Gym Leaders channel, welcome and thank you so much. If you're new to the channel, a Pokemoncy pack opening is a psychic pack rip. So we are going to rip the pack, put all the cards down. Gym Leader Zuby is going to lead us through a short meditation where you can intuitively receive the numbers that are meant for you. And then when we do those numbers, those messages are for you.
All right, and welcome to the Spiritual Gym. I'm Gym Leader Zuby.
And I'm Gym Leader Sachi.
Where we help you grow psychically and help you become the very best.
Yes, we help you become the best you that ever was and also help you level up and evolve. This is all about personal development and getting messages from the Pokeverse to help you. And just a reminder, the holiday seasons are coming up. So if you're interested in getting a custom item for a friend or for yourself, or a reading for yourself, gifting yourself during this holiday spirit, and or gifting it to somebody else, you can do that on our website at thespiritualgymleaders.com. We have a lot of really cool things, and we love making unique pieces for Pokemon that don't get as much attention as they deserve.
All Pokemon deserve love.
That's right.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go ahead and start with a guided meditation. I was receiving information about how to do it, so just relax and kind of just let me guide you. I'll be your Pokemon guide. So what we're gonna do is just, if you're sitting, please do not be driving while doing this meditation. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitch, make sure that you're in a safe, comfortable location. Whether you're laying down or sitting up, it's totally up to you. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. And just wiggle. Make your body all loose and limber. And just shake off the day. Woo! And just release that to be here in this moment with me. And really tuning into my voice as you gently close your eyes. And with each word that I say, you feel nice and relaxed. Feeling your muscles at ease as you feel more grounded into the seat below you. And just take a minute and just breathe in and out. Feeling more comfortable and grounded into your seats. And just imagine some stardust all around you. And as you breathe the stardust in, hold it in your heart and breathe out. Feeling yourself feel lighter and more connected into the Pokeverse. So we ground ourselves into our seats. As the spirit of Pokemon calls you towards an adventure now. And just take a look around as you are entering the Pokeverse in a lush fields. Take a look at the color and vegetation. And as you breathe in this air, hold. And as you breathe out, noticing the different air quality from the Pokeverse and real life. And as you see a path upon you, you stumble upon some Pokeballs. How many Pokeballs do you see? And as you walk, you pick them up one by one, feeling the Pokemon all around you, but you feel like glancing up. And in the sky, you see number sequences from 1 to 11. Your Pokeball represents how many numbers that you will be receiving in this Pokemoncy pack opening. And now, you throw your Pokeball to catch one of the numbers. All right, And as you throw your Pokeballs, and as they fall back down and you pick them up, open each ball, and each ball will have a number for you. Take a moment to feel these numbers. And as we say thank you for the Pokeverse for allowing us into this space to receive the numbers that we need to receive to mega evolve. And you walk back into the forest and back into where you came from, coming back into your body, breathing in and out, knowing that that place is always available to you. But as we come back into our space, back into our body, wiggling your fingers and toes, wiggling your body, and just slowly opening your eyes. And welcome back.
That was awesome.
That was my first time doing that, so let me know how you liked it. Let us know in the comment section what numbers that you picked, and if you'd like more guided meditations, entering the Pokeverse, or meeting your partner Pokemon, or meeting the Pokemon that's going to help you evolve. I'd love to, start this series together. But if you'd like that, you could always continue rewatching this and tune into more Pokemoncy pack openings where we could do more guided meditations.
That was really awesome. It was very straightforward for me. I was just like, oh, there's the balls. Ding, 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 ding. Like, yeah, it was really, really great.
Okay.
All right, let us know what numbers you chose. Without further ado, we are going to be opening the Mega Evolutions Lucario pack on the outside. Let's see. Is it Lucario on the inside too? It is double Lucario. That's some good. Let's go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna start off with number 1. He was number 1. I'm gonna get a drink of water. For some reason, my throat all of a sudden feels crackety. So if you chose number 1, there's probably some throat stuff that you're working with, the throat chakra, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 could be significant. I also see 5 views right now. So 5 is all about changes, changing the way that you're speaking maybe, or maybe there needs to be different ways that you can communicate. So maybe communication, water to help soothe, drinking some water, and speaking your emotions as well. It's also associated with the color blue, so that could be significant to you. Obviously the Pokemon cards are blue. And working with blue, maybe eating more blueberries will definitely help your throat chakra. But let's go ahead and start with number 1. Okay, we have Pyroar. Ooh, Pyroar. And notice how there is fire coming out of its mouth. Okay, so again, lots of throat chakra stuff. Intimidating fangs, royal Pokemon. So fangs, again, associated with the throat and the teeth. So the way that you're speaking is very fiery right now, very fang-like. The mane of the male Pyroar heats up to over 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit during battle. Merely approaching it will cause severe burns. So maybe you're understanding you're coming too hot with your communication and it's causing a lot, to burn a lot of people around you. And this is the male, right? It talks about the male version of Pyroar and male lions. So maybe you might be a male Leo. Maybe you're dealing with a male Leo. There's male aspect of Leo energy here. And let's see here. But male lions, they don't do the work, right? It's the female lions that do most of the work, and the males just kind of lounge there, but then they go for the kill, right, when it's time and, when it's necessary. So it feels like this male aspect, the solar plexus as well, is associated with Leo energy, fiery energy as well, is coming online. So I am getting whether someone in your field is being hot with their communication, or maybe you're being hot, but it's like burning and cleansing the path of some sort. So what I am getting is tempering, because I had to drink water and fire, tempering your throat. What I'm getting is you don't have to roar to be heard. You can still communicate your needs and your desires and what's going on without having to be loud, because sometimes it will not come across to the other person, and all they'll be hearing is yelling rather than receiving the message that you're actually trying to convey.
All right, number 2, we have Grumpig using Energize steps. So I feel like for those of you who are getting a little bit more grumpy or piggish, like maybe you're noticing that your mood, your third eye chakra, like your mental space, your mental health is influenced by what you've been snacking on. So over 90% of the serotonin, the feel-good mood stabilizing hormone, is produced in the gut. So if you're feeling grumpy, it might be what you're pigging out on. So if you're eating synthetic things, or if you're eating things with dyes or anything like that, that is a direct correlation to poor mental health. It's talking about energizing steps. So I feel like part of this is start walking. It feels like what's going to help you burn that energy off, and what's going to change your mood is literally just by getting more steps in. It's going to energize you. And I feel like it's also going to increase your psychic senses, because when your mental health is in a good space, it also improves your third eye in general, right? You can perceive things as they are. You get more psychic intuition when your brain isn't thinking negatively all the time. It says it can perform odd dance steps to influence foes. Its style of dancing became hugely popular overseas. So it's talking about doing odd dance steps to influence, and the style of dancing became hugely popular overseas. So there's a couple different messages here. Like for energizing steps, maybe for some of you, it's not going on a walk. Like I know for the Northern Hemisphere, we are in autumn moving into the winter season in a little over a month. So, you know, the outside climate in some places aren't going to be as hospitable. But for some of you, you need to dance and just move and groove and do things. And I'm also getting that it's talking about doing it for others and being popular overseas. So some of you need to start recording yourself dancing. I'm definitely getting like TikTok type energy. And as you do TikTok, it feels like you're going to be tapped into some sort of overseas market or overseas community that's really going to enjoy your moves, your grooves.
Kind of like K-pop energy or Dance Dance Revolution.
I
don't know.
I love DDR.
All right, we're gonna do number 3. All right, we have Toxic Croak. For number 3, Reckless Charge. Swaying and dodging the attacks of its foes, it waves its flexible body in close, then lunges out with the poisonous claw. So Reckless Charge. So it definitely feels like you're in a fight or flight mode. It is a fighting type, so it definitely tells me that your nervous system is in a state of chaos and you're recklessly charging because your nervous system is overstimulated. And it's when you're overstimulated, you're acting upon not rational thinking, because when our nervous system is in a state of chaos, it's literally moving from the brain and it's working overtime to make sure that you're safe. So you're not rationally thinking and you're recklessly charging, and it's becoming very toxic. And lunges and poisonous claws. Okay, so it does talk about it. You know, it sways and dodges attacks its foes, and it waves its flexible body in close, and then it lunges with its poisonous claws. So for me, it's when you're in that state of fight or flight and you feel like you need to attack or charge, in some sort of way. I'm getting is like sway your body, move your body. Like you need to get it out of your body rather than you feeling like and then needing to charge. So swaying your body and movements of some sort is going to help you become more centered and grounded, so you're not just recklessly charging. And yeah, and it's also, I'm definitely getting more frog spirit is here. So however that applies to you, maybe you've been seeing frogs, maybe you like frogs, or whatever it might be, it is definitely here. And I'm getting like the ribbit, like the like how they ribbit. Is it ribbit or ridget or
ribbit? Yeah.
Ribbit. Okay. So yeah, just be mindful of how you're like, yeah, just remember how you're toxically doing it, but also the toxicity around you. You don't have to like get down on their level. You kind of have to, because that's what they want. They want to feed off of your energy and want that reply and want that back. So just kind of sway your way and move. That's it.
Sway away, like sashay away. Okay, number 4. If you chose number 4, this is for you. We have Delibird using quick gift. Okay, so I definitely feel like a gift is on its way to you. And so I do feel that a gift is coming to you, but I'm also getting, in terms of the holidays, like start getting little things now for people who you know that you're going to be getting gifts for, so that way it's not stressful once it gets closer. Like personally, I buy all throughout the year for people I know I'm going to give gifts to, and I have like maybe 1 or 2 things to get around the holiday season, but it feels like when you're in the moment, when you're out and about, when you see something, just quickly get it. And also don't feel like it has to be a big gift, like it's quick, right? So taking the stress out of the holidays as much as possible is really coming through here. But again, I do feel like you are going to be receiving a gift. Yeah, it's the delivery Pokemon, so you're going to be delivered a gift. It says, it carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by the food that it had. So I feel like part of this is the way that you can receive the gift is if you give food around this time. So I know the government's back open or whatever, but you know, SNAP benefits have been huge in the news lately, and there are a lot of people who are going through food scarcity, and so donating food, giving people food is the way that you are going to receive a different kind of gift. So donate to your local food bank, donate to family in need. You know, you can also find people on the internet who's saying that they're, you know, afraid, they're not sure where their meal's going to come, or maybe you see an unhoused person outside and you can buy them a meal. However it flows for you, it seems like it's time for you to be charitable in a food way, and maybe even for, you know, people who you regularly get gifts for, maybe getting them food, right? Like a gift card to a restaurant or a gift card to the grocery store, like something that you know they'll actually use is very beneficial. And again, it feels like once you do that and you do that charitable thing, then you're going to receive a special gift, a special delivery.
Alrighty, and then we have number 5. All right, we have Spoink. Very interesting. It's like hanging clothes. There's like hanging clothes in the back. Very interesting. So triple spin. So very specific message. Maybe do a triple spin in your wash cycle. Maybe wash it. I think it goes up to 2 spin cycles, and then wash it 1 more time. Is going to be very interesting, but I'm definitely hearing like airing out, like cleaning out the closet, airing out the closet, like hanging the clothes. It's very symbolic. And yeah, hang drying it. So there might be some things that need to be hang dried rather than, you know, tumbled in the, what is it called?
The dryer.
The dryer,
yeah.
Thank you. So anyhow, but in a more metaphysical sense, kind of like airing out your dirty laundry, right? Like that metaphor of like, okay, it's time to air out the dirty laundry. It's time for it to be washed, cleansed, you know, spirified, or yeah, like this is a psychic type, so airing it out is finally getting it out from your subconscious mind. And there is that aspect of cleanliness is next to godliness. And when your space is cluttered or there's dirty laundry, you're kind of bringing in this energy of dirty. So keep up with laundry as best as you can, and keeping your space, because it definitely is going to help your psyche. It says Spoink will die if it stops bouncing. The pearl on its head amplifies its psychic power. Okay, wow. Kind of not, I mean, it's not that grim.
A little bit.
A little, yeah. So I definitely feel, okay, I'm getting two messages. So again, these are collective messages. However it applies, take what resonates and leave the rest somewhere else. And so for a group of people, it feels like if you don't do something consistently, if you're not always doing something, it feels like you'll die. Like if you stop and pause and rest, like you feel very restless, and it feels like kind of this, like, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. There's, again, an irrational fear that if you stop doing things, bad things will happen, or maybe like you'll lose momentum, or maybe if you stop doing things, people won't see value in you. There's like this doom and gloom of you, like if you stop, something bad will happen. But that's not really a sustainable lifestyle to live. You have to kind of, even doing nothing is doing something, because you're resting your body. Our body is meant to rest and recharge. We're not built like machines, right? We have to like sustain ourselves, and even machines need a little tune up from time to time too, you know? It's not just like going. And then for another group of you, like you need to start bouncing and, you know, getting the energy. You have too much energy and it needs to like come out, and bouncing is a great way to help you. Great way to like open up your lymph and move the energy within you. Yeah, there's just like a lot of laundry, a lot of dirty laundry, a lot of gunk around you, a lot of gunk within your body and your psyche. And bouncing, you can do the introspection work, but what I'm hearing, it just needs to be out of your body. You don't need to ask why, who, what, where, when. I feel like you've already done that. Now it's time to just get it out of your body. And it talks about the pearl on his head amplifies energy. So maybe working with pearl energy. Pearl energy is also very watery. Water is also can be associated with psychic energy. And maybe wearing pearls on your head, like little clips of pearls of some sort, will help your psychic energy. Working with pearls is going to be very significant in helping you. And yeah, I'm definitely getting it's going to help. Also, like I'm seeing like a pearl being polished. That's you, right? Like washing energy. Like you're being polished at this time when you bounce and do that work, or slow down and realize you need a rest because your pearl needs to be polished. Okay, anyways, that was a
Okie dokie. Number 6. For those of you who chose number 6, this is for you. We have fire energy. Okay, so fire energy has to do with your passion, your vital force, your even your sexual energy. It is your lust. So I'm feeling that there is a need to redirect your firepower. It seems like some of you have been very loose with your root chakra, and you're being asked to tighten it up a bit and have a little bit more self-control about where you are directing this flame. The root chakra is also the sense of safety. So it's a sense of safety of your spirit in your body, of feeling at home in your body, and also feeling safe on the planet. So once you are redirecting your firepower, it's going to be a little bit easier to feel safe in both ways, in your body and on the planet. And some ways that you can help your root chakra is by eating healthy, consuming healthy things, like whether it's food, water, anything you put in and on your body, beauty products and things like that, which tell your body it's safe, right? If you're consuming processed foods, it makes your body go into chaos and thinks, it doesn't know what to do with it. So it starts mutating and things like that. So you don't want to be consuming anything that promotes mutagenesis. You want to be eating as clean as possible, right? Without shaming yourself if you have, you know, some snacks or whatever, but eat as clean as possible. You want to have a very healthy sleep schedule because the root chakra is associated with everything you consume, your sleep schedule, and your sense of safety. So some other things that you can also do is, you know, tap your body and tell yourself, like, I am safe. Like, I am safe in my body. I am safe on this planet. And, you know, anytime where you're feeling overwhelmed or unsafe, maybe something you read in the news, maybe something your friend says, like whatever it is that makes you feel unsafe, just notice where you feel that in your body and tap on that area and just reprogram it and say, I am safe. Like, I am safe to rest. I am safe to consume healthy things, right? I'm safe to spend money on things that are healthy for my body. I am safe to, you know, not go to work because I need to prioritize rest, things like that. So it feels like it's really time to tend to your fire in a sustainable way, and in a way that, again, you're directing your firepower, how you're using your vital force to actually create the reality that you want, right? Not just using your fire for what society or other people tell you that it should be used. And again, some of you really need to tighten up on your lust.
And it's also passion as well, like what you're passionate about, like what gets you going, even if, like, money aside. And that's truly where, it's like a paradox, that's truly where you'll receive money, is doing things that you're so passionate about, because it gets you going, right? And then essentially that monetary aspect will come in, but figuring out, what you love to do. What do you love to do?
Let us know in the comments.
All right, let's see. That was
6.
6. Okay, we have number 7. All right, we have Iron Defender, number 7. Very interesting. What I was getting here is, like, you need more iron in your diet. Iron is it's very important to the body. So upping up your iron. And fun fact, so I'm not a medical professional whatsoever. I'm not giving medical advice. Please do your own research. But taking beef organs is better than taking an iron supplement. So taking something more natural from this earth is going to help you build up that iron defense, right? And taking vitamin C, so drinking it with orange juice, will actually help it 3 times faster for the iron to absorb in your body. It's really cool and fascinating that vitamin C plus, beef liver can help that process. So definitely getting, like, Iron Defender. I know you're, like, more of the biologist, so, like, would you like to talk about what iron does on a...
Yes, so iron attaches to hemoglobin, so it's very important for oxygen transport in your body, in your blood. If you have low iron in your body, you can become anemic, which I recently just saw about parasites, and that some parasites in the body can cause anemia because they start consuming the iron instead of allowing it to be absorbed where it needs to go in your body. So some of you may want to do a parasite cleanse perhaps. But it's really helpful for the blood in general, and helps with thermoregulation, helps with oxygenation, which all of your cells need oxygen to survive.
This is, like, more of a physical thing of, like, Iron Defender. And it kind of does look like a pill of some sort. I know it looks like screws and such, but, like, right, you suck on a penny for your iron or whatever
I think copper back in the day,
But I think it's very important to defend your iron, right? Like your blood, also, like, defending your blood. So there's this aspect of your own blood and making sure that you are protecting your blood, not giving your blood to just anyone. Might be a specific message for you guys. But overall, I'm definitely getting more from a cellular level. You need to help your iron production and defending yourself. And there's also, it's going to activate your light body as well. Your light body is going to come online once you start doing the work with your iron.
Okay, number 8. Number 8. If you chose number 8, this is for you. We have Snover using beet. Snover using beat. So I feel like some of you are in an emotional state where you feel beat in some way. It's kind of like an emotional downtrodden energy of like you wish something worked a specific way, but it didn't work out. And it feels like maybe you've gone a bit cold since Snover is an ice type. It says, and it's the Frost Tree Pokemon. So it says, during cold seasons, it migrates to the mountain's lower reaches. It returns to the snow-covered summit in the springs. Yeah, so it's talking about migrating. So it feels like some of you may be moving during the cold seasons here. And because it's the Frost Tree, it kind of feels like you planted a seed a long time ago and it grew into a sturdy tree. And you have this tree, but you can't tend to it anymore. You have to literally migrate somewhere else. And it's talking about to the mountainous regions, the mountain's lower regions. So during this dormancy period of winter, it feels like you are going to be going to a mountain, but it's not a task of climbing the mountain. This is not like a Capricornus type energy. It feels like you're going to be moving to what it feels like is you're observing the mountain and understanding the steps you have to take in order for your next mountain of success that you're going to go on, but winter is not the time to start it. It's almost like you're sitting there kind of in your hermit mode and analyzing like how far you've come and where you want to reach next and things like that. And then come springtime, you're going to return to the tree that's already grown. And it feels like you're going to apply everything that you learned in the dormancy and hermit mode periods so that you can reach new levels of success. But again, right now, it feels like you really need to take time for yourself emotionally. And it's not about thawing out right now. Again, it does seem like there is some icy energy in the emotional body, like stuck emotions. It's more the analysis of it. It feels like really sitting and again, like how do I want to say, embracing what that mountain was, what you overcame, and what caused the coldness. And then like the thawing will happen naturally as we come into springtime, which is the true new year, right? When the sun actually goes somewhere, which is like Aries season, Taurus season is the true new year, and things are just going to thaw out naturally. And it feels like if you try to thaw out during winter season, it's just going to keep refreezing. So it's really just a time to kind of like if you think about ice, it's like once the water is frozen, you can actually look at it and observe it because it's in form and you're assessing that form rather than like trying to analyze something that's liquid, if that makes sense.
You know, it kind of reminds me of the rune Isa, which is just a line, which is standstill. It's ice. It literally translates to ice. And, you know, if we think about the runes and where they come from, it's up north where it's just cold all the time. But the story of it is really beautiful. It's, you know, winter, aka like, yeah, cold season, you kind of take home, you take shelter, and you know there's a journey ahead of you, but why would you put yourself in harsh conditions to get there? You know, you kind of have to wait, and it's not about waiting and doing nothing. During this time, like, you're preparing yourself for that journey, so you are more adept and more informed and more capable of doing it once the ice melts. So it's not a permanent, like, okay, stop and do nothing. You're preparing yourself for the journey ahead, right? Like, enjoy the journey. Don't put yourself in situations where it's gonna be a little bit, so yeah, anyways, it just reminded me of Isa.
Mm-hmm.
So that was 8?
That was 8.
Okay, all right, and then we have number 9. Ooh, is it?
Oh, Hariyama? Yeah, reverse
Okay.
hollow.
Hariyama, it's very interesting. It says,
Heave-ho!
Heave-ho catcher, but I read that as like heaven, so like
Ah.
heaven catcher, and like, So let's see here. It loves challenging others to test. It loves challenging others to test of strength. It has the power to stop a train with a slap. So again, I read it as like heaven catcher, and it's this saying of the road to heaven feels like HE double hockey stick, and the road to HE double hockey stick feels like heaven, meaning like giving into comforts, right? It kind of brings you at this like very dense state, and then when you are ascending, it feels challenging because you have to release, you know, all the stuff that's weighing you down, and it's hard, right, to release these patterns, release habits as well. And anoint yourself with heavenly oil. So yeah, and then so the reason why I'm saying that, it says it loves to challenge others by its strength. So right now it might feel like this is the card number 9, which has to do with endings, like finishing out a cycle, and right now you're being really tested about your strength. It's not something to steer you off of your path. It's kind of just saying like, are you serious about bringing your heaven on earth into your reality? This is your heaven on earth, and you're being tested by your strength, your willpower, your physical strength, so many different levels. And it talks about it has the power to stop trains even with a slap. So even things that are coming at you at high speeds, kind of like this is your strength of just slapping it, like, ew, go away. Or maybe this is like a gentle like slap that you need to get you onto your path, to get you in that momentous states as well. So again, you are being tested. This is a test of strength, and strengthening your willpower is going to be very important. Or even like working out, right? Testing your strength when you work out, like it is like you're not just working out for your body, you're doing it for your health, but also your mental state, being disciplined, right? That is willpower and strength as well. It does teach a lot of things in terms of routine and all that good stuff. So yeah, anyways.
And trains, they're on tracks, right? It's like it's a one-way, well, I guess they can go both ways if they whatever, but like there's no deviating from the tracks, and it feels like this smack is going to help you understand that like you can deviate, like maybe the direction that you thought you were supposed to be going is supposed to shift. So embrace the smacks and pack some snacks. Okay. Oh, this isn't reverse hollow, it's regular hollow. I didn't see it fully. Yeah, it's like this part's hollow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just saw like the trim of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, number 10. If you chose number 10, this is for you. Ooh! Okay, we got a caress. No hits in this house. All right, Steelix, welcoming tail. It says it is thought that its body transformed as a result of iron accumulation internally from swallowing soil. Okay, so all right. This is very interesting. So, welcoming tail. It feels like, all right, so Steelix is a steel type, which represents protecting yourself, protecting your energetic aura, okay? And it feels like the protection mechanism that you need to use right now is a welcoming tail, meaning the tail that you're telling yourself has to be a welcoming one of like, I belong, I am welcome here, I am this. So, you know, changing the tail so that it is protective, and also like I am welcome here and I am protected here. So it feels like shifting the tails that you're telling yourself in that way. And it's also talking about the body being transformed as a result of iron accumulation. So if you picked, what number was that? I don't know. Whichever one was the iron
7?
Defender. I think it was 7. Then, you know, that's also very connected. It feels like if you consume the iron that you need, like your body is going to change, and change for the better, right? Change in a protective way. Your literal defenses are going to be up. You want to say something?
Yeah, so again, iron that has to do with blood, and your blood tells a story, your lineage, your path. So, you know, what you could do is program your iron supplement or beef organ and just tell it the tail that you want for yourself, and it will literally transport in your blood and tell it exactly what you want from your life. This is literally going down and changing your own structure. So again, your blood tells a story. What new story do you want to tell moving forward? Not one of your ancestors, but one of you, right? What new energy are you bringing in?
A new tail. And it's also talking about how from swallowing soil. So I feel like part of the iron intake, of course, if you are an omnivore, getting organs, like if you can eat organ meat, personally I can't, but if you get the capsules of organ meat, highly recommend, because they don't taste like anything, right? You can just take it as a pill. But also eating things from the soil that have high iron. So I know spinach is one of them, beets is another, and Google the rest.
Yeah. And also, like, if you do take beef organs, make sure it's grass-fed, right? Because that's coming from the soil. That's also very important. Making sure they're not, like, injected with just anything, and obviously non-GMO.
Exactly. The highest quality possible. And then, of course, having very high quality meat as well can help with the iron. But it is specifically talking about the soil. So making sure that the meat that you eat is grass-fed and finished, you know, from an Amish farm if you can find it, right? Do not eat tortured animals, please. Like, it is so bad for your aura. It tells your blood by eating, consuming tortured blood, you are telling your body it is normal to be tortured. And you do not want to send those cellular signals to your body. So again, there was one of them about like spending more money, like being safe to spend, the fire type, like being safe to spend more on your food quality. It is very, very important that you are doing that and making sure that you don't lower your standards of consumption habits or increase your standards, right? Recognize that your standards are low and that you need to raise them so that you can consume better things, because, right, every single cell that you have is in constant turnover. The body you had when you were born is not the body you had now. There's not one single cell that's the same. So, you know, because of the cellular turnover, your cells are constantly going through apoptosis. They are offing themselves while regeneration is happening. And you want your cells to be built with the highest quality material. Again, you don't want material that's GMO that tells the signals, mutations are normal. So you don't want to be having synthetic things of like, I don't know how to process this information. This is not of this system, you know? So really increasing, and again, eating things with high iron in your diet is very, very important, especially for those of us experiencing autumn and winter. It's very important because it's going to help your body to stay warm. Again, like thermoregulation is a big part of iron transport as well.
And I'm just hearing like my mom say like, oh, cover your chest and make sure you're always wearing slippers on your feet, right? To make sure that like your body you're not expelling unnecessary heat into the floor.
What's the covering your chest?
Like going out, like don't have your chest exposed. Like when you go out, like always
like
have
outside.
Like covering your chest, like with making sure you're all bundled up, so you don't get sick. That's what she just always used to tell me. And another thing I was also getting with Steelix is wearing a talisman that's made out of a metal, maybe steel, stainless steel, a metal of some sort. It could be steel, but any metal that you feel gravitated towards, that's a talisman that will help you.
You make stainless steel jewelry, don't you?
I do, yeah. My earrings are stainless steel. So you could get a Pokemon and I could put the stainless steel stud on it. Yeah. All right, and then last but not least, we have number 11. Ooh. You want to put the boop. All right. Ooh. Okay.
That's
we have
reverse hollow.
Okay. All right. We have Cluncher. Okay. We have Cluncher here. Oh my god. Look at that.
Where is there? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, look at
he is in a compromising situation.
Yes, he is. Get your colon checks and prostates.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
It's funny. I was feeling prostate stuff for some reason.
Okay.
I mean, not on me. Obviously, I don't have one, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever needs that, check your prostate. This Pokemon launches water by what is that word?
Detonating.
Okay. This Pokemon launches water by detonating gas inside its right claw. It snips flying Pokemon. Very interesting. Okay, so there's something about your right side of your body, your right claw. Right side is your masculine energy, the way that you output energy, the way that you do things. It's very emotionally charged with the water here. And it snips flying Pokemon. So there's a lot of the, again, this is, if you pick number 11, I obviously said prostate, so this has to do with like the masculine energy, or maybe you're dealing with the masculine that is going through this. It feels like you're seeing people take flight, you're seeing people flying, living their lives, like having their wings, and it's really causing you to want to snip them and bring them back down because you're not at that state. But instead of spending that energy trying to clip people down, do the emotional work of like, what about that do I like? The freedom that they're able to do that. And again, the energy that you're spending clipping them is when you should be pouring back into yourself. But yeah, the snips is really, yeah. And like the men in the background of they're men in the background of these. So noticing how you're also snipping your own wings in some sort of way, and how you're grounding yourself. And maybe right now, like, you do need to be grounded to deal with your emotional waters. And also like understanding how you're emotionally charged and like moving on your right side. Does your right side of your body feel pain in any way? But there is this like blue lobster that is coming up. Wasn't there like a blue lobster that's like it's like albino, right? Like it's considered like an albino, or it's like a very specific breed.
Yeah. No, it was like only like there's one blue lobster that was found. It was like a variant, like a shiny in real life, basically. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just getting a lot of different energies with this, but overall, I would say the feminine energy is more watery, and the masculine is, fire, if you want to call it that, yin and yang polarity energy. But you have not been connected with your yin energy, your feminine energy. So it's literally pushing water into your right side for you to handle it, but you don't know how to handle your emotional realm. So you're trying to exert or do or trying to control water, but you can't control water, right? But solidifying water to examine it. Anyways, do you have anything to say about this?
Yeah, it's very interesting. Again, with the, prostate checking, by detonating gas inside its right claw. Oh, it snipes flying Pokemon.
Oh, well,
but it's basically kind of the same thing. So it feels like being very specific. I'm also hearing like some of you need to do a colon cleanse or an enema of some type. This is not medical advice. I'm not a medical doctor. But it feels like there might be some old SHIT literally in your colon, and you need to have it removed in some way, and that's going to also get rid of like energetically old crap that's around. So yeah, you might want to do that. And
I feel like if you're triggered by that, or you're like, no, I don't want to do it, it's an extra sign that you should probably do it. It might catch you off guard at first, but it's definitely necessary. It's for your health. Yeah. Right? You got to do it for yourself.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with exploring your own body or doing things for the betterment of your health when it comes to your own body. And if you feel very anal retentive, then that's something deeper also emotionally that you need to work through, especially if you see maybe male-male relationships and that's triggering for you, where you feel like you want to bring them down because they're happy or something like that. That's some emotional things that you have to move through as well, of why you feel homophobic. Yeah. Interesting way to end it. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Pokemoncy pack opening. We hope that you got the messages that you wanted and needed to help you be your very best, level up, and evolve.
Yes. Aloha trainers, and see you next time at the Spiritual Gym.
Yes. And remember to go to spiritualgymleaders.com if you're interested in a private reading or any of our wonderful, amazing custom items, prayer candles, jewelry, trinket trays. Go explore our website and check it out.
Aloha.